That's why they closed the shop. So therefore, you should just purchasing your best price, the best for the world. I heard so much today about Russia. Says the domestic market is not big enough. You want to go global, you go global, you should think global way.
Все-таки попрошу на вопрос концентрироваться именно на R&D.
Because ITRI has 3 offices around the world. One in Japan, one in Western Europe, which is in Berkeley, and here in Moscow has an office here. And I myself attached to the California West Coast, one ITRI has an office over there. And I live in Silicon Valley. And so all these offices help ITRI connecting with other people and making joint R&D contract. So that's how you take advantage of the good things all over the world. Because in Silicon Valley, everybody wants to live in the Silicon Valley, but nobody so far has success. Because Silicon Valley is just not easily to reproduce. But today, Zelenograd has the weather same like Silicon Valley. That's very good. However, in Silicon Valley, you have 3 things together, which is people, space, and time to make the Silicon Valley. And the important thing is people. No country has all the smart people. So you need to hire the best people in the world. Because we have Stanford University and have Berkeley over there, we attract the best talent all over the world. That is why making the Silicon Valley so alive. And also the culture over there is so open-minded. So therefore, it's encouraging entrepreneurship. And so that's, I would advise this nice center here, do the same thing. Open-minded and then get the best talent all over the place. Come to study in Moscow University or St. Petersburg, where Mendeleev has come from. And then you will attract the best talent in the world. Then you have R&D global.
Господин, вот если можно вам вопрос. То, что звучало в презентации ИТРИ, открытые инновации, презентации АЙМИК, тоже открытые инновации. Модель, которую мы видели, в принципе, по сути, это роль центра контрактации, там, где действительно сводятся интересы многих игроков. И ключевое здесь понятие, одно из ключевых, это понятие это доверие. То, что как раз Денис отметил в своем выступлении, один из главных рисков, то, что они видят здесь, АЙМИК, работая с Троицком, но это относится не только к Троицку, относится, наверное, к нам, ко всем во многом. Это вопрос нашего менталитета и склонность к кооперации. Если вы, то есть ИТРИ уже достаточно давно работает с Россией, вот как вы можете ответить на вопрос по этому риску, да, склонности к кооперации, готовности, скажем так, российских разработчиков и бизнес-компаний вступать вот в такие достаточно открытые коммуникации и на доверии начинать новые проекты? Вот ваш опыт.
True. It's always have risk. Like the old Chinese saying, if you don't take a risk, you don't gain anything. And the trust, I think, has a very good model. And also the gentleman from, what's that city? A Russian city here? Troyes. That is also a very good model. You can sign contract and to build trust. That again come to people. Only people trust the people. Government don't trust the government. So if you establish good relationship, then you can trust each other, then you sign contract. Otherwise, you don't. So you take some risk, but you get the best talent all over the world. I think that IMAC model and your own model here in Trust City are very good ones. E3 does that too.
Извините, господин, за настойчивость, но все-таки ответ понятен, да, но у вас же, наверное, были и success stories с точки зрения доверия, и были, наверное, и какие-то неудачи. Вот с точки зрения России, для вас это что-то было новое в вашем опыте работы E3? Или это стандартная ситуация работы с любой другой страной?
So far, I haven't heard too many sad stories in our country. If we do have, we just close the book, walk away, because that much we can do. If you sign a contract, you have the legal binding. If they don't follow it, what can you do, right? So you say, okay, I learned a lesson. Next time I will not do business with you. And that's probably the best advice I can give. And E3 sometimes have this experience in the past, not very many, because even if I had some money, that's all, lost time.
Хорошо. Виктор, сейчас вопросы. Виктор, вот про Троицу сегодня было много положительного.
In your mind, what you mean by world-class company? World-class company is a business unit. It's making work very efficient and can make money and survival as the top. In Taiwan, we bought the semiconductor process, and the government put the money in because they think this is important. And so started from there. However, the management of the company over there in Taiwan is focused on yield and cutting the cost and getting the world market. It is not saying we try to catch up with somebody, become number one or number two. If the Russian government thinks this is very important, they should put money where their mouth is. Right? If a government don't do that, then your business should themselves say, I will make my yield the highest, and I will sell my parts, lowers the cost. Then you become number one in the world. And many of their research, too many PhD doesn't help, because PhDs only want to write paper and then working on basic science. They are not businessmen. In Silicon Valley, we have many crazy PhD like to make money. That's how they started entrepreneurship, making company.
Just a few comments at this stage of discussion. First of all,
The way you have worked for so many years does not work. You ought to change your way of doing business. In Taiwan, the Hsinchu Science Park started. 90% of the business started in Hsinchu Science Park were done by the people come back from the United States. We have 100 families come back from Bell Lab, AT&T. We have 100 families come back from IBM. They brought their experience. That's why Taiwan borrowed all those experience and started very quickly. And then also you have the needed entrepreneurship type of person. For example, the Steve Jobs from Apple, he never graduated from a college. Microsoft, Bill Gates, he didn't finish his undergraduate from Harvard. So therefore, entrepreneur don't need a PhD. PhD could be entrepreneur, but that's not necessary. So I think you have to think differently, change different way. You want facts, borrow the experience, get people from other countries to do that. If you try to do everything yourself, you have another 50 years to wait.
From your speech, I understood that the main enemy for the progress and innovation is PhDs.